Welcome to another edition of UNI TV, where we will bring you the latest news and information around the Cedar Valley and UNI alike.
On this week's show, we will teach you to tango, go inside on the current tax breach at UNI, and even take your taste buds for a trip around the world. All of this and more on UNI TV.
Right now, from the University of Northern Iowa, this is UNI TV News.
Think writing, casting, and producing a play is difficult? Try doing it in just 24 hours. The Waterloo Community Playhouse hosts an event that does just this, and Olivia Hoddle was there to document the theatrics that occurred at the 2014 Speed Theater event.
There is no night of theater that we do that is like Speed Theater.
For the past 4 years, the Waterloo Community Playhouse Black Hawk Children's Theater of Waterloo has hosted a fundraising event called Speed Theater, in which teams of playwrights, directors, and actors produce a short play in 24 hours that is then presented to a live audience.
The shows are crazy and fun or serious and dramatic. I mean, there's really not a middle. You're either laughing out loud or you are crying.
The first Speed Theater event began to meet 3 criteria the fundraising committee had established for that year: make friends, have fun, and make money.
We do all these fundraisers that are really not, bake sale. Super fun to bake, but not really about theater. So then we thought, why are we doing all these things that are not theater? What if we could do a fundraiser that was theater?
And it's grown every year.
True that, more teams.
We've had more teams, and we have a lot of repeat teams.
I've been doing Speed Theater this is my 4th year of Speed Theater. We've done this since the first year that they had it. I fell in love with it the first night. I mean, it's always hectic and always busy because you only get like the 24 hours, but it just gets me so excited like all throughout the year. Whenever I hear the songs playing again, you're just like, oh, Speed Theater, I remember this, and it was wonderful, and that person was so funny.
The teams begin the event at 7 p.m. on a Friday night by drawing sealed envelopes containing a song title that will be the theme for their play.
Drawing the song is always really nerve-wracking because there's all the envelopes sitting there and you're like, oh man, I hope it's a good song.
Then, the teams have until 6 p.m. the next day to brainstorm and produce their play, with a half hour during that time dedicated to a rehearsal with lights and sound. At the end of the performance, judges award teams with prizes. Every team usually wins some form of prize.
We have a whole bunch of prizes that are just prizes that the judges get to make up. So one year they did Best Use of Tinfoil.
However, there are more benefits to the event than simply the prize recognition.
The audience laughs uproariously. I mean, the belly laughs you hear. I mean, really all night long laughing.
Cotman says that even people who may not think they enjoy watching theater may also find that Speed Theater is the event for them.
People that I have known who have never gone to a play have come to Speed Theater and loved it, because you only have to have a 12-minute attention span. And then we're on to the next one.
The short time commitment also applies to people participating in Speed Theater, especially for UNI students who may be interested.
I think it's a great opportunity if you want to be a writer. It's a great idea if you're an ideas person. And then really, this is your chance to be anybody you want to be. It is a great opportunity to showcase your talent in really a short time commitment. 24 hours really, honestly, is the commitment.
And it's an opportunity to try something and get an audience reaction. So say you're working on a piece, you've written something, or you want to perform something, and what you'd like to do it in front of an audience. It's a really good chance to do that, I think, too, to kind of plant a seed and see what happens.
No matter what one's reason for participating, Speed Theater provides many opportunities and experiences for those involved.
I've just fallen in love with the whole event and the whole process, and I knew I couldn't miss out on it.
This has been Olivia Hoddle for UNI TV.
Are you ready to rumba? Want to tackle the tango? Sammy Mallow takes to the dance floor to learn more about UNI Ballroom and Swing.
If you're looking for some classy social fun, look no further than the UNI Ballroom and Swing Club.
It's a great group, a great community, and fun things are always happening with dancing.
UNI Ballroom and Swing offers a multitude of dance styles to learn.
Waltz, tango, and foxtrot are the big moving dances, and then cha-cha, rumba, and swing. We do a couple of varieties of swing, sort of a traditional and then a sort of casual collegiate swing that's developed lately. and then West Coast swing. We also do a couple of the more casual dances from salsa and merengue to polka and Viennese waltz.
This organization is fairly new and continues to grow.
Well, the organization officially has only been around for a couple of months. We were officially recognized at the beginning of this fall. We took over from the UNI Swing Club, which was sort of a thing here for the last couple of years, but then had sort of been losing steam. So we expanded it and into the shape the organization is in today.
We're brand new, and everyone's like, oh, where are you from? And we get to say, we're from UNI, and it's just, we've come so far, so fast, and it's just amazing to show that last year we had 6 people, and now we have a 24-person competing team, and we're actually placing, and we just get to say, we came out of nowhere, but we came out strong, and it's really cool.
UNI Ballroom and Swing offers excellent opportunities to a variety of UNI students and community members.
I've always had an interest in ballroom dancing, but before I came to UNI, I didn't really have any way to learn.
Just keep learning new things. There's always something to learn with ballroom.
Ballroom dance is a good idea for everyone because it's good exercise. You have a lot of fun. You get to listen to music that you might not ordinarily listen to. Like, I know I don't have tangos on my playlist at home.
It is also a great place to meet new people.
Well, since I'm usually about 6 to 8 inches away from a lot of different people's faces for several hours a week, yes, I've become friends with some of these people.
Also, I've made so many connections. We have all types of different people that I never thought I would meet any other place, because, I mean, you can have an engineer that wants to dance or an education person, and it doesn't really matter.
When I came to the UNI Ballroom and Swing Club, I found a community of people that all have a similar interest to me, and they were all really friendly, and so I've made a lot of really close friends here.
For those who are more serious about dancing, UNI Ballroom and Swing offers a chance to be part of a traveling competitive team.
I like getting to dress up. A lot of people think of dress clothes as kind of a pain, but I like to wear a good suit.
If you can show up twice a week and put your shoes on, you're 3/4 of the way there.
There's the element of just competing, of seeing how far you've come and seeing how you can improve more. And it's also just great to see how, as a group, we're improving every time we go out and compete against other people.
Going from just starting at the beginning of this year and not knowing anything to being able to be good enough to go to an actual competition and compete against all of these other teams from different states has just been an incredible experience for me.
The best part was, once my stuff was done, being able to sit back and watch all the hard work that the young dancers had put in pay off as they did a stellar job dancing.
If you are interested in learning how to dance or improving your dance skills, consider attending a UNI Ballroom and Swing session.
The main thing we do that people come to is offer regular weekly lessons. Those are Tuesdays at 6, Thursdays at 8, and Sundays at 5:30.
To become involved in UNI Ballroom and Swing, all you really have to do is show up for a social lesson. When you come, you can learn how to dance. No experience or partner is necessary. It's just fun social dancing.
Social dancing is so much fun. It does great things for your health. It improves just how you feel. You get really great balance, which is something I needed to improve.
It's something that I've been able to share with other people and get them to come to when they've said things like, oh, it's Tuesday night, I don't have anything to do, or, I wish I was, knew how to dance.
Definitely encourage people to come and try us out. I mean, we've had a lot of people show up that they've never danced at all, and they didn't think it was for them, but by the end of the night, they were having a wonderful time. And it's not a huge commitment. You just show up when you can and you have fun. And it gives me a reason to get out of my dorm room. You will learn how to dance. And it's just wonderful.
This has been Sammy Mallow reporting for UNI TV.
I am a future Panther.
I am excited for college.
I am building my skills.
I am trying new things.
I am shaping the future.
I am ready for the real world.
I am a success.
I am UNI.
I am UNI. You can be too. Visit IamUNI.net. Welcome back to UNI TV. I am sitting down with Student Body President and Vice President Kevin Gartman and Paul Anderson. First of all, congratulations to the both of you.
Thank you very much
for being elected the Student Body President and Vice President. And first of all, what was your reactions when you won? I mean, how did you feel at that moment?
It was pretty incredible. I was really pumped. Hearing the results that come through that we had won was really exciting. All the hard work and the late nights had really paid off. I think it's still yet to hit us a little bit. I still think that while we're putting in a lot of work and effort into things right now, right away, I think it's going to really continue to hit us over the next couple of weeks.
I was speechless at first. That's kind of what hit me. We looked at each other and we're just like, this is awesome. And everything that we'd put in, like Kevin said, it just came back, and it was all worth everything that we had done over the past 2 weeks. So I was ecstatic. So.
And what did your campaign consist of? How did you reach out to the students here on campus?
Yeah, a lot of what we did, we really focused on targeting student organizations. That's something that Paul and I really focused on running on. We want to impact student organizations and find ways to take their leaders and get them involved in government as well. So we reached out to as many student organizations over those 2 weeks as we could. Involved a lot of meetings, very busy calendars, but that was our big focus. We met with a lot of individual students, whether it was tabling or just meeting them around campus as well, but our big focus was with student orgs.
And we had a great campaign staff. Our PR, Jessie Nemisi, she did amazing getting us those meetings, introducing us to students, putting us out there, really helping students recognize who we are and what we were running on and what we want to do to make NISG a little more open to students so they understand what NISG does for them. We had a great campaign manager, Dylan Keller. He kept us going. We knew every meeting we had to be at, and he was just a great resource for us all throughout the campaign. So.
Okay. And besides, reaching out to students, did you reach out to any of the community members? Did you use, social media or any of the other?
We hit Facebook really hard. That was one of our big things. When Corey and Eric launched their Facebook, they bumped up to 300 likes really quickly. That was something that we really strived for. We had posts at certain times of the day trying to get the most viewers. We had a lot of the people that we knew go in and share and like our statuses to make sure that we were getting out to the most students that we could. We also post in student groups, like we're involved in SAA, so we'd post in there. We had friends in UNI Republicans, so they'd post in those groups, trying to reach as many students in as many different groups as we could through social media. We also had a combined Twitter account that we used to really tweet updates about what we were doing in our campaign.
Okay. And what are your hopes to accomplish for next year? How to with NISG and with the UNI campus?
The first thing we want to do is really talk, and something we're doing now is talking with Tom and Blake, finding out what they're doing specifically and making sure that we're properly prepared to take over in the transition, so there's not any sort of lag there. We really want to focus on carrying what they're doing, finishing those up strong, and then moving into our own platform from there.
The biggest thing that we really want to accomplish in our year is to make students understand what NISG is and what it's there for. It is there to represent them. That's our job, is to represent the student body. And so we want to make sure that students understand that and that students take an active role in that. So we want to reach out and have active communication more than just a newsletter or a one-time meeting with students. We really want to be there as a resource for students. So that's one of the biggest things that we want to focus on too, just starting our term.
All right, then very quickly, what are you most looking forward to when you do take the position as student body president and vice president starting April 15th?
I'm really looking forward to meeting with a lot of different student groups that I'm not already in contact with. I think being able to hear the voices of lots of different students that I might not hear the voices of already, that's something I'm excited about.
I'm really just excited to, one, get to know the faculty a little bit better and really kind of represent the students to the faculty. I feel like sometimes students' voices aren't heard by faculty, so that's something that I really want to do, is reach out on students' behalf to faculty. That'll be part of my job by sitting on Faculty Senate, so that's something I'm really excited to get involved in.
All right, well, thank you so much for the both of you coming on today.
Thank you very much.
And we will be right back after a short break. Stay tuned.
Have you ever caught yourself thinking, what am I doing with my college career? What's something actually fun I can get involved in on campus? Look no further than Cedar River Productions, or as many know it as CRP. It's the perfect way to gain experience with on-camera acting, Learn how to shoot promotional videos, commercials, or short films, and boost your confidence in editing with Adobe Premiere. Come check out one of our CRP meetings every Thursday at 6 p.m. in the Performing Studio of Lang Hall, or like our Facebook page, Cedar River Productions, for the latest updates.
After being named the first transgender homecoming queen at the University of Northern Iowa, Steven Sanchez faces ridicule and harassment for his gender identity on the internet. Here's reporter Lynn Todd with the story.
After winning Homecoming Queen as the first transgender student at the University of Northern Iowa, 21-year-old Steven Sanchez has seen his name in the New York Times, USA Today, and the Daily Beast. However, with widespread media coverage comes widespread criticism, which Sanchez said can be difficult to take.
It sort of does bring back some of those memories and some of those emotions of feeling like I'm not good enough and that I'm not doing good things and that I'm not a good person. But at the end of the day, I can't let that affect me because I know, I've been proven time and time again that those people are wrong.
Sanchez is not unfamiliar to hurtful messages after being bullied for his effeminate behavior and dealing with the results of depression. When he sees personal attacks on social media now, though he said they're still painful, they're easier to deal with thanks to his support group, UNI Proud, an LGBT organization on campus.
So this is Yahoo News, so it's gonna be bad. That's disgusting, like all homosexuals are. But it's still your choice and you will still answer to God for your perversion. Okay? Nothing is sacred anymore. Like, I won a small competition at my university and now nothing is sacred and society is falling apart. Like, I don't know what's going on. This person is sick and needs to be in a hospital ward. Pfft, I've already been there. These people need to be institutionalized and kept away from our children and out of our schools. Oh my god. This is the Cedar Falls Courier, Waterloo Cedar Falls Courier. Mm-hmm. This person quotes me from the article and says, "I've come so far as a person," end quote, and they say my belly hurts from laughing so hard from reading this. I think that's one of the meanest ones, because I think it makes it seem like the progress that I've made as a person and overcoming things that I've been through is a joke, and it's not a joke. Shame on you, UNI. Consider the students who actually have morals. This is on the Des Moines Register blog. This person says, "What a freak. It's time for these freaks to go back to the carnivals. The problem is that he is abnormal, and if this was Russia, he would be put down." So, this email was sent to the UNI Proud email, which gets sent out to all the board members. And it says, "You people are sad. If you think Iowans in general approve, think again." This one kind of scares me the most, because it's from, I'm assuming from someone from Iowa, and someone who directly emailed Proud. Like, they took the time to seek out the email and to send this message versus someone just commenting on an article that, it sort of calls into question, what else a person like that might do. Like, what if someone like that sees me on the street or something? It sort of feels like no matter how old we get, you think people grow out of their bullying phase, but it just shows that some people out there are just really mean and just want to see you be hurt and just want to keep you down.
However, Sanchez said he's found support with the group UNI Proud.
And so it was through getting involved in UNI Proud that I built that community, and that's why these comments don't affect me so much today, because I know there are people in the world that understand these issues, and it's just a matter of finding them. And I know it'll be harder once I get into the bigger world, but, as discouraging as it is to hear these comments and to see these comments, seeing the people who are replying and trying to, explain things to them or coming to my defense is just even more encouraging than those comments are discouraging. And I think that's just a reminder that I'll be able to find a community no matter where I go.
For UNI TV, this is Lynn Taw.
Now moving on to the world of sports, Bryce Berger gives us a quick look at the UNI women's basketball game versus the Illinois State Redbirds.
The UNI women's basketball team picked up its 6th win in a row over a tough Illinois State Redbird squad. With this win, it has moved the Panthers into a 3-way tie for first place in the Missouri Valley Conference standings, alongside Wichita State and Indiana State. Jen Keidel had a huge game, totaling 23 points along with 9 rebounds. This is now Keidel's 3rd straight game in double figures. Freshman Madison Weekly also had 16 points in just 16 minutes, contributing 5 assists as well. The Panthers started off strong, taking a 7-point lead into halftime. UNI's Stephanie Davison scored 12 points in the second half, helping UNI build a 13-point lead with 15 minutes 16 seconds left in the game. The Panthers looked dominant throughout the game, ultimately ending with an 89-70 win over the Redbirds. This has been one of the highest offensive outputs all season for the Panthers. With one regular season game remaining between now and the MVC tournament, the Panthers are looking strong. For UNI TV, I'm Bryce Berger.
For more than 125 years, programs in the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences have formed a cornerstone at the University of Northern Iowa. Students can pursue a degree in a range of majors that cater to their interests and provide career preparation. Chaz majors enjoy the best of two worlds, the opportunities and state-of-the-art facilities of a larger university with the connection to faculty and hands-on experience of a smaller school. Together, we can build a foundation that will prepare you for your future.
The Center of Multicultural Education was full of students looking for new, easy recipes to help keep them healthy while at school. Margot Sturgis has more on the event.
On March 4th, the Center for Multicultural Education in the Mocker Union hosted the Reaching for Higher Ground Healthy Eating Around the World project. The event was hosted by the International Student Association. The goal for this event was to show people that you can make simple, easy recipes from around the world that are still healthy and good for you. At this event, there were 7 different countries, each representing a recipe. All of the recipes were available for students to take home. Malaysia served a lemon barley drink. Saudi Arabia served shawarma. Nigeria served jollof rice. Poland served wild blueberry pierogi. India served mango lassi. Russia served lettuce wraps. And Costa Rica served gallo pinto. Don't miss out on more Reaching for Higher Ground sponsored events on campus this semester.
A student organization that is known on every campus around the nation is also found right here at the University of Northern Iowa. The Campus Activities Board, also known as CAB, hosts several events for UNI students. Here to tell us more is reporter Luke Hansen.
Here at the University of Northern Iowa, students gather to breathe in oxygen and listen to some relaxing live music, performed by Jamie Lono, a contestant on the hit TV show The Voice. Here to tell us more is Campus Activity Board member Chelsea Spear.
This year I am an executive leader of Spotlight. We cover a lot of the bigger events. We do Winter Wonderland, the Welcome Week. Tonight we just had Jamie Lono and an auction bar. This is the first year that we've ever had the oxygen bar. A lot of people wanted it here on campus. It's hard to explain, but it's a lot of different flavors of oxygen. You put it around your nose, you breathe it in. There's different types like vanilla, lavender, relaxation, memory skills, stuff like that. So we had about 12 different flavors tonight.
The Campus Activities Board, also known as CAB, is a student-run event programming organization here at the University of Northern Iowa.
CAB hosts a lot of different events. We have a couple different committees. We cover like films. We have films like every other week. Spotlight covers a lot of like bigger events, Winter Wonderland, like I said before. And we have a homecoming group, which puts on a whole week of events. Entertainment's also another group. They focus a lot on comedians and stuff like that. And then we have a concerts group, which is new to us this year. And we brought Plain White Tees and Parachute. So we do a lot of events. This year we have a lot of new freshmen that are involved and they love it. They say they got to meet a lot of new people. It's a great opportunity to like network with people and it's hands-on experience. So definitely recommend joining. To find out about CAB events, we have a Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram. You can find us on the Student Involvement Center. We're upstairs in the mock reunion. You can see our office right when you walk up the big stairs.
Reporting for UNI TV, this has been Luke Hansen.
Hello, my name is Dwight Watson. I'm the Dean of the College of Education at the University of Northern Iowa. At the University of Northern Iowa, we are excited about preparing teachers and educators and people who provide services throughout the community. Our goal is to educate, serve, and lead. I'm excited about the opportunities that are in my College of Education. If you're interested in becoming a leader, a teacher, or a service provider, come to the University of Northern Iowa.
For a way to relax and slow down, Nathan Grieve tried an old-fashioned remedy at the Rod Library. Here's the story.
As a particularly brutal winter finally releases its icy hold on the Northern Iowa campus, we enter a hectic transition time before spring break in the second half of the semester. But what if we were able to just make time slow down? The Rod Library and the UNI Wellness and Recreation Services are here to help. Inside Rod, you can walk the Labyrinth and escape. The Labyrinth is a circular path on the floor. Walking the winding path will help one lose oneself in the twists and turns, helping to clear the mind. The Labyrinth is not designed to confuse whoever wishes to walk it, as all paths lead to the center. Travel slowly and relax. Once you've reached the center, you can sit, stand, or leave immediately. The choice is entirely up to you. And as you leave, take the same path that you took to get in. It really is amazing how calming it is to simply slow down and take the time to reflect quietly, especially when there really aren't any wrong answers. The Labyrinth is on the second floor of the library, and it'll be in place until the 14th of March. For UNI TV, I'm Nathan Grieve.
The winter season leaves many people in the Cedar Valley wondering why their home utility bill is so outrageously high. Find out how a local organization is helping people save their money by making adjustments to their home. Mike Hudson has the story.
Green Iowa AmeriCorps is a nonprofit organization that helps Iowans become more energy efficient through home weatherizations, education, and community outreach. I met with Colin Hutchinson from the Cedar Falls program to learn more about the type of work they do.
What I really like about my work here is that I get to be involved with the community. I get to do some just hands on the ground sort of work, and I really enjoy the technical aspect of running an energy audit. We'll start by running what's called combustion appliance zone test, and that's to find out how well the furnace and hot water heater are working, and if it's a possible safety issue for us, the homeowner, or both. And so we want to address that first before we go into our blower door test, which is really, the icing on the cake of what can we do as far as energy goes and comfort of the homeowner.
The blower door test depressurizes the house to locate the house's air leaks. Making it home airtight is one of the most important steps in making it energy efficient.
I think a big part of our focus is how can we work with people within their means to be more energy efficient. A lot of our customers are low income. They're not paying a lot of their money towards just living comfortably, even, beyond energy usage. What can we do to just make these people's lives easier?
Compared to other Iowa communities, the residents of Cedar Falls pay a much lower utilities bill every year.
Our energy isn't focused on what season it is, and so when we do stuff in the summer, it's still going to last, for many years.
For more information about Green Iowa AmeriCorps, visit their website or like them on Facebook.
Just give us a call. We do free home energy audits. So we'll come out for free, and we can tell you all about this stuff, and we can find ways, even beyond energy, just comfort and cost and lifespan of your home that can help you have a better home.
I am a future Panther.
I am ready to transfer.
I am building my skills.
I am social networking.
I am investing in my future.
I am challenging my students.
I am running my own business.
I am UNI.
I am UNI. You can be too. Visit IamUNI.net.
Most UNI students are aware of the perks of being an RA, but the benefits only come with a lot of hard work. Emily Morrison explored further the life of an RA.
When you're an RA 24/7.
Most would say it's a dream job. Free room and board, free meal plan, and an extra stipend. But the responsibilities that come with being a resident assistant at UNI can only be fully understood by those who hold the prestigious position.
It's a lot of different responsibilities kind of all going on all the time.
The application process starts in October, where students fill out a lengthy application complete with 2 references. And from there, they participate in a group-style interview and later a one-on-one interview with the directors.
I don't know if there is an ideal candidate. I think that we're always looking for the department. We're looking for a team. And so we're always trying to put together the best group of students to work together as a team to be successful for the residents that they're going to serve.
It's pretty competitive. The first time I actually applied my freshman year going into my sophomore year, and I got an alternate position. And then I applied again my sophomore year going into my junior year, and that's when I got my resident position out here.
Nick Raffanello, assistant director of RAs, says some of the duties include planning hall programs, decorating hall bulletin boards, being on call and doing rounds, and most importantly, being there for students with questions.
There's never a typical day in the life of an RA, and they never know what questions they're going to get asked or what resource they're going to need to serve as for the residents. So I'd say the community building is one of the most important pieces to their position.
Raffanello says the responsibilities of an RA are heavier than meets the eye.
I think that being on call can serve as a responsibility that you really are responsible for folks, the well-being, the safety, and the security of folks in the building.
Aaron McElroy, resident assistant at Roth, says the responsibilities are met with rewarding experiences.
I really enjoy the meeting new people. It sounds cliche, but I really follow up, and I like my residents, and I really want to get to know them, and I like to know that I'm a good resource for them. I like to help them when they come ask me questions.
Both said a common misconception is that the RA is merely a policy enforcer.
Making sure that the policies for campus are enforced is only a piece of their position. I think so often we assume, oh, the RA is going to get me in trouble. The RA is there for a number of other reasons, including being a resource, being a community builder, and being somebody that students feel connected to so they can be successful at UNI.
It's not fun to write people up or to come in and tell people to be quiet. I know because I've been on the receiving end of being told to be quiet.
To sum up her position as an RA, Aaron McElroy had this to say.
We're basically like doctors. We're on call and stuff.
For UNI TV, I'm Emily Morrison.
Northern Iowa's McLeod Center was host to this year's Spring Career Fair. For more on this story, here's Zach Wright.
Hi, I'm Zach Wright for UNI TV reporting here at the McLeod Center for this year's 2014 Spring Career Fair. Matt Neese sat down with me to tell me more about the UNI Career Fair.
So we have multiple career fairs at UNI. We have one in the fall that's for business and employers, including graduate programs. We have one in the spring that's focused on full-time employment internships for all students, and then a third one that's focused on teachers. The one we're speaking about today is actually the UNI Career Fair on February 20th. The main reason we're doing that is we want to bring about 120 to 130 employers to campus to meet our great students on this campus to help them connect for internships and jobs for after graduation. There will be several types of careers that will be offered to students. The primary driver is typically business. Most of our students, whether they are an English major or a business major, will enter the for-profit business world. In addition to that, we have healthcare represented. We'll have some government agencies. There will be some organizations there representing like the police forces and even the Army and Coast Guard. So we have quite a wide array, and yet even with the wide array, like I said, the majority of those employers will be business employers. There are a lot of really good companies coming and organizations. I always hesitate to say if there's one that's better. Some of the more primary names students recognize immediately are going to include John Deere and Target Distribution, Principal Financial Group, the groups that are the organizations that most students recognize by brand name. There's also some excellent opportunities coming from smaller employers they might not have heard of immediately. Bossard is one of the companies, the distribution company here in Cedar Falls. Like I said, the Cedar Falls Police Department is going to be here. We have the Blank Park Zoo will be represented this time. So there's organizations, large and small, and it depends on where the student feels like they're going to be a best fit. There's a lot of benefits from going to a career fair. A lot of people think that you go to the career fair to find a job, and that's never the truth. What you are going to the career fair for is to make connections and identify where you might fit within an organization. And so you actually have students going there to meet people and going beyond the website. A great example is if I'm a marketing major and I want to talk to someone from Deloitte & Touche, which is the large accounting firm. Deloitte's here primarily looking for accountants. And when you go to the website, they might have a position for me, and I don't know where to start. So now I've got a name that I met from somebody at the career fair that I can always follow up with. That's the real benefit. The other side of that too is you walk down the corridors and you'll see organizations that you might not have heard of, and stop by their booth and find out this is a really interesting place. I would like to learn more about them. Williams Interactive is one of my favorite gems in the career fair because students don't know who they are, but as soon as they find out what they do, they make video games and Facebook interactive media. Students are like, that looks like a really interesting place to work, and so you see that all across the entire place. Things that students should always take to the career fair include they want to look nice, so they should always make sure they dress well. Really pay attention to the shoes you're wearing and the shirt, make sure it's ironed and it doesn't look like you just pulled out of the laundry hamper. You actually want to take a binder that's typically leather bound with a couple copies of your resume. On top of that, you also want to take a pen or and paper so you can take notes throughout the fair itself. I'd like to see around 1,000 students come to the career fair. We typically we're going to have about 130 employers, and so spring fair is usually a little smaller than the fall fair. Fall fair we usually have about 1,400 students, and so spring fair I typically look for about 1,000.
And that'll wrap it up for this year's 2014 Spring Career Fair. For UNI TV, I'm Zach Wright.
Have you ever caught yourself thinking, what am I doing with my college career? What's something actually fun I can get involved in on campus? Look no further than Cedar River Productions, or as many know it as CRP. It's the perfect way to gain experience with on-camera acting, learn how to shoot promotional videos, commercials, or short films, and boost your confidence in editing with Adobe Premiere. Come check out one of our CRP meetings every Thursday at 6 p.m. in the Performing Studio of Lang Hall, or like our Facebook page, Cedar River Productions, for the latest updates.
Are you interested in learning more about what's in the night sky? Here to tell you more on UNI's own planetarium is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike Lieb.
The night sky can reveal much more about the space outside of our home we call Earth. The University of Northern Iowa's very own planetarium, located inside the basement of the Latham Science Hall, helps students and community alike explore the mysteries of the universe.
We have a planetarium show every Thursday night in the early part of the spring semester. We actually have two shows every Thursday, one at 7 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock. We will also do for groups special shows on other times if it's more convenient. We can seat 26 people in there, so it's kind of first come, first serve. And you get to see the night sky in the wintertime without getting frostbite.
I thought it was really interesting. I've never really learned about all the constellations and stuff, so that was pretty cool.
Using interactive technology, the planetarium is much more than simply looking at stars.
There's been a planetarium at UNI for several decades. This new system has only been around for about 5 years. Like I said, it's a totally digital system and allows us greater flexibility than an old-fashioned mechanical system with gears and light bulbs. So it's also able to give us nice up-close views of objects and galaxies and clusters and stars.
You could zoom in specifically on the different planets or stars or constellations and could look further into what you are actually seeing from the Earth's view.
The planetarium's open to the general public. These events are free of charge, open to the general public. You just have to contact me and we can usually arrange something.
it is not too late to catch a glimpse of the evening sky.
We'll be able to see the real sky on the roof of McCollum Science Hall. So Thursday nights after spring break until the end of the semester, we will have observatory shows starting at 9 o'clock on the roof of the McCollum Science Hall. And for those, you need to meet by the polar bear in McCollum before 9 o'clock. That's outside of room 137. And we'll show you, you get a chance to look through the telescope on the roof if there's anything visible. And also we'll point out the various constellations and stars and other objects in the night sky that are nifty. It's a pretty trippy way to see real stars. You don't have to go to Hollywood to see the real stars.
Bring a friend and head on down to the planetarium on Thursday nights at 7.
Junior Jacqueline James was very excited to be named the new Panther Marching Band feature twirler last spring. AC Glassford sat down with her to find out more about her past in baton twirling and how she got chosen to the position.
The Panther Marching Band had a new feature twirler this past football season. Jacqueline James is very excited to be chosen to the position.
My name is Jacqueline. I'm a speech pathology major and a junior here at UNI, and I'm the feature twirler.
There was a long process to choose the new Panther Marching Band feature twirler.
You have to go through an audition process. I guess I applied and then I got told when to show up, and I made a little routine to showcase my twirling talents, I guess. And then after that, you do an interview, and then I got a call back, and I had to make a video to another song. So I just do another kind of performance. I turned that in, and then that was pretty much the whole audition process.
Jacqueline started twirling baton at a young age and has excelled ever since.
Well, when I was really little, I was taking dance lessons at this dance studio in Knoxville, and I saw this girl twirling baton at their recital, and I told my mom that that's something I wanted to do. So being the great mom she is, she put me in classes, and then I moved to the Iowa City area, and that's when I started competing.
Jacqueline has competed in many different competitions across the Midwest.
Notre Dame is where Nationals takes place. That's like the grand, big baton competition. Otherwise, most of the baton competitions I've competed in are in Iowa or the surrounding states. Basically, to put it in the most simplest ways, you have your solo baton events and then you have team baton events. And so I twirled on a team, and I also twirled by myself in front of judges. There's different age group and difficulty level.
Jacqueline has also performed in many states across the country.
I've performed at my high school. I've performed in Simpson and Iowa. My coach used to twirl for Iowa, so she'd often have us twirl with her at some performances. So I've been to Carver, Hawkeye Arena. I've been to a bunch of different states for baton competitions. Nationals is in Notre Dame, so that was pretty cool. I've twirled in Disney World with my high school marching band, and twirled here, which is my favorite place to twirl.
Be sure to check out Jacqueline and the Panther Marching Band this upcoming fall. For UNI TV, I'm AC Glassford.
For more than 125 years, programs in the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences have formed a cornerstone at the University of Northern Iowa. Students can pursue a degree in a range of majors that cater to their interests and provide career preparation. Chaz majors enjoy the best of two worlds, the opportunities and state-of-the-art facilities of a larger university with the connection to faculty and hands-on experience of a smaller school. Together, we can build a foundation that will prepare you for your future.
A tax breach is affecting some of the faculty and staff members here at UNI. Dakota Funk has more on the story.
Darnell Cole Taylor,
A UNI employee in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction opened a strange letter in her mailbox from the IRS.
I received a letter from the IRS indicating that I was to get a return from them. And once I received that, I knew immediately that it was not true because I had not filed my tax return.
Darnell had made the discovery that someone had used her personal information and filed her taxes.
Somewhere along the line, somebody had used the information to file, and once I got the letter, I called the IRS office, and they indicated that electronic filing had taken place using my information.
Darnell isn't the only one affected. At least 53 reports of tax fraud have been filed to the UNI police just in the month of February. So far, no UNI student employees have been affected.
Typically what happens is within a couple hours to a half a day, you will get a confirmation message, an email back from the IRS saying that your tax return has been accepted and you are good to go. In our case, with these folks that are being rejected, the opposite happens, is that they hit enter, it takes off, email, and then they get a message from the IRS that says it's been rejected, along with an error code. Then there are websites within the IRS that indicates what the error code means and why it was rejected.
The university continues to investigate why this breach has occurred. So far, there are no suspects traced to the tax fraud.
I feel as if we've done everything we can until we discover where this information is coming from, and that'll be what we really need to accomplish.
Darnell continues to worry about where and who might have access to her personal information.
With my information being out there, you don't know if I may get hit again at some point. I have protection, file protection on my credit bureaus, but still, this is just for this time period and what happens later on. And hopefully they won't use it again, but who's to say that it won't be used again?
UNI is continuing to take steps to protect their employees and ensure that nothing like this happens in the near future. Reporting for UNI TV, I'm Dakota Funk.
That wraps up another fantastic broadcast. Hope you all enjoyed our mind-blowing facts and radical stories. For UNI TV, I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike Lieb. Until our next stroll around the block, don't forget to do your homework, get plenty of sleep, and most of all, stay classy, planet Earth.